ShapeCorp is an automotive manufacturer based out of Grand Haven, Michigan. Through our problem-solving process and focus on safety, we have found a great best practice to keep our employees safe. 2015 was our safest year to date, and even MIOSHA took notice. Safety is our top priority here, and we have many resources to make sure everyone goes home in the same condition that they came into work. One of the resources we have available are GoPros, compact video cameras used to look at issues within a piece of equipment. Just a few years ago, we introduced GoPros onto the manufacturing floor to help associates solve problems safely. MIOSHA was so intrigued by this that they selected us to share our best practice with others.
Our company purpose is to improve the lives of our associates, our customers, as well as all of the stakeholders. And the first step of that is to focus on the health and safety of our associates. If you value your associates, as we do, and we feel they're our number one most important asset, it's critical that they go home every day in the same condition that they come into work. So the first step in that is having a robust safety system and health and wellness program. Having a proactive wellness program. We avoid chronic illness in our associates, which improves their lives at home, but also helps them be more productive employees for Shape Corporation. And simultaneously, it helps us reduce our healthcare costs. By making safety the absolute number one priority and making sure that every associate at Shape Corporation is empowered to stop if there's a safety issue, they truly understand that we value the employee. And I think that improves morale. Sharing of best practices is fundamental to continuous improvement, not only in safety but in any other area of the business. But certainly in safety, you know, one of the biggest forms of waste is to solve the same problem twice. So when it comes to safety, that can present itself as an injury happening again, and that's just not acceptable. So by sharing and spreading best practices, we're preventing reoccurrence of injury. And then as far as sharing outside of our organization, that just seems like a good practice. Why would we not want to prevent an injury somewhere else?
We tend to do a team approach to problem solving. We'll get the person that was injured in the meeting, along with their supervisor, the production manager, the plant manager, the safety department, a manufacturing engineer, all part of the core team that will be in the problem solving. Kind of like a crime scene investigation. You go out there and find the problem, the issues, look around and see, you know, what happened, and ask questions, and then we take that information to a conference room and talk about it. We also look into try to find out the root cause occurrence, root cause escape, root cause for the system. With those, we try to put in corrective measures for each one of those areas, along with preventative measures in each one of those areas to prevent this same injury from happening in other areas of the plant or in other facilities as well. There's also a verification step that our safety team will do an audit to make sure all the corrective measures have been put in place before we even close out the problem action.
Basically, we had a safety incident where somebody was injured inside of a piece of equipment trying to see something while it was running. They felt that that was the only way they could see what was happening. So we needed to solve the problem and come up with a way where you could be inside the equipment without actually being physically inside the equipment. We had a big team, basically our problem-solving team, which included everybody from manufacturing engineers, electrical engineers, the operators, the individual that got injured, and they brainstormed for the best solution. We have the GoPro camera itself, which can be attached to the machine or equipment anywhere with the suction cup or the various adapters. We've got the chargers that are needed. We've got a flashlight mounted to a magnet, so you can also stick that onto the piece of equipment to give you better lighting if you're inside itself. And then once you've locked out the equipment and installed the system, you use the iPad to wirelessly sync to the camera, and then so you can watch it real time. The system is kept in our maintenance department, but it's accessible by everybody. It's used by electrical engineers, manufacturing engineers, the equipment experts, even down to the operator level if they feel they need it. After we started using it, more and more people were reaching out, not just for safety issues, but because it gave you a better view inside the equipment. It gives you views inside the equipment that you can't get even if you were inside the guarding. It allows you to do a full lockout, go inside the piece of equipment, and see what you need to see, set everything up so you're doing that safely, come out, re-energize the equipment, start the machinery back up, and you can get a vantage point on the issue you're trying to troubleshoot, whether it's a stuck part, a quality issue that may be occurring, a scratch or a dent, or even just a piece of equipment that might be failing over time, you can watch it real time, record it, and even later on you can play it back, slow it down. Some equipment runs pretty quickly, and if you can't really see what you're seeing, you're able to slow down the video and get a good view of what's happening.
I think this camera troubleshooting system that we implemented is a great solution, even for engineers like me and for our troubleshooters, machine troubleshooters, electricians, machine repair, tool room associates. Anytime we're called out to try to troubleshoot a machine issue, there's always an area where we can't see. And the problem's always occurring in a place that you can't see. And so this tool allows you to leave it. You can get outside the machine guard, close the door, and start the machine up and actually watch what's going on in that specific area.
We can share both some of the great things we're doing here at Shape Corporation, but we don't have all the best ideas either. So we're constantly looking for better ideas. So it gives us an opportunity to benchmark what others are doing and potentially apply those lessons learned that they've had into our safety system to make Shape a safer place to work.
MIOSHA thanks Shape Corporation for sharing their best practices. If you are interested in sharing your best practices with MIOSHA, please contact the Office of Communications in the Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs at 517-373-9280 for free statewide assistance from MIOSHA. Call the Consultation, Education, and Training Division at 517-284-7720 or toll free 800-866-4675.